I hope everyone's having a good week. It's the weekend now. It's Saturday. Yep, it's Saturday. I'm just going to be doing my Jaclyn Hill eye makeup look, and I'll be using her base palette as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! I'm going to start off with priming my face with the Smashbox Water Primer. Just going to mist that all over and then just let it dry. And then while that's happening, I'm going to grab my Glam Glow Pop Mud lip balm and just put that on my lips. And from there, I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the shade Radiant and put that all over my face. From there, I'm going to take the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, the Tarte Tinted BB Cream, and the Dior Hydrate Moisture Mask, mix the three of them, and just put that all over my face. And like usual, I usually put the excess on my elbows. Not that you guys need to know that. So then I'm going to grab the Naked Concealer by Urban Decay in the shade Light Neutral. And I'm going to just put that right across in a weird triangle shape across my lids, on my blemishes. As you can see, that's attractive. I'm going to grab my Beauty Blender, my Ride or Die, for the last little while. And I'm just going to blend that all in. I'm going to make sure I hit all the spots, and I'm going pretty fast, but you can usually take your time with this. And then I'm going to grab my Morphe M439 brush and dip it in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the shade Banana, right there. And then I'm going to just set my under eye area, and I'm going to grab the MAC shaping powder in the shade Emphasize and do the exact same thing using the exact same brush. So there we have it. And then I'm going to grab the Sephora Pro Stippling number 44 brush, and I'm setting my face with this, the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, and I'm going to list all the products that I use down below. So I'm just hitting all the natural areas that the sun would naturally hit on my face. So I'm setting my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, my chin, and of course I don't want to forget my neck, because in my first video, you know how I feel about people who forget to blend in their necks as well. I'm just making sure I get every single spot there. And then I'm going to grab the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go in with the Morphe M502, and I'm using the shade Cordial. And I'm just going to buff that onto my outer corner of my eyes and towards my crease, like inside my crease. And I'm buffing it in a windshield wiper motion, just back and forth until it's nice and blended. And I'm going to grab the shade Cognac next with the same brush and do the exact same motion. I'm just going to buff that back and forth and make sure that it's really nice and blended and even. And like as I mentioned with Becca products, I find that there's a lot of fallout, so you're going to see me blowing off a lot of dust as the video goes on. I'm just going to buff that back and forth. And then I'm going to grab the MAC 240 Brush, and I'm going to use the color that Jaclyn Hill used herself. It's so pretty. It's called Champagne Toast. I'm just going to swipe that all over the lid. It's just so pretty. Like, it's such a pretty color. And then I'm going to go in with the Morphe M503, and I'm sorry that it was upside down. I'm going to be buffing the color Bordeaux on the ends, just on the ends, just to have like that nice dark color just kind of pop on you. I'm going to blend that in the same motions, but not surpass and go into the crease like I did with the others. So I'm going to grab a Morphe M36, and I'm going to go in with the color Chardonnay on my inner corners just to highlight. And then I'm going to grab my favorite liquid liner by L'Oreal. It's called L'Oreal Linear Intense Felt Tip Liquid Liner in the color Black Mica. Can we just talk about how long that name is? So what I like to do is I like to set my elbow on something sturdy. So for this, it would be my desk, and I do from the outside to the inside. So I take the end of my eyebrow and I tilt it upward. I take my brush and I tilt it upward just to get that nice line, and then I'll do the rest. I'll just use my natural lash line and use that to guide me. And I get like a really nice even line with that for my my liquid liners. I'm just gonna show you up close. And then I repeat it to the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. And I'm just going to shade in my brows. I don't like to use like a whole ton of this because I do have pretty full brows, but I find that it can be sparse in some areas, so I just like to fill it in a little bit. So as you can see, I'm just doing the outer corner of my brow, and then I'll work it onto the inside. Just going to take my time. I don't like to rush through this process because it can look kind of ridiculous if you go too crazy with it. So I'll just take my time, and then I'm going to use the spoolie that's on the other end and just set the hairs into the place in the area that I like it. I'm also going to grab my favorite brow gel, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. It's fantastic. It's like glue. I'm going to grab my Tweezerman Eyelash Killer and just tilt upward and make sure I'm doing it right. And I'm going to grab my Lancome Hypnose Mascara and just coat my lashes, my top lashes. I'm just going to work my top lashes. And then I'm going to grab my Morphe brush and my M432 brush and just go back in with the cordial and cognac, sorry, not contact, and just do my under eye area. And what this will do is actually just brighten your eye like a little bit and just make it pop a little bit more. So I'm going to go back in with the mascara on the bottom after I'm done doing this. I'm just blending and making sure it's blended evenly. I'm just going from my outer to my inner corner. And now I'm going to go back in with that same mascara and coat my bottom lashes. And then make sure I get everything. I'm really particular with my lashes. I like to make sure I coat it quite evenly and a lot of it. So we can go in with some more Lancome mascara. I can't remember the name of it right now, so I'm just going to link it in the bottom for you. So you go ahead and take a look at it if you like. And then I'm going to grab the same brush from earlier, the stippling brush, number 44, and just go over the same areas I did previously, just making sure I blend everything in nicely. So I'm going to grab the face palette with Jaclyn Hill and Becca, and I'm going to use Amaretto and the brush E4 for blush. I'm just going to go in the apples of my cheek up towards my temple and close to my eyebrow as well. I'm going to blend that in really nicely, and I'll do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to grab that NARS Kabuki brush. I swear I'm saying it wrong, but that's okay. I'm going to take the same contour that I used last time, which is the shade Shade Stir from MAC, and I'm just going to contour just my cheeks, and I'm doing the fish lips again. So I'm going to be doing my cheeks and my chin, my jawline, and I'll continue to do the same on my forehead as well. And I'm just going to grab the Sephora contour brush, which I don't remember the number of right now. I will list it down below for you. I'm just going to blend that in really nicely and just make sure that it's all even and blended in and not so harsh. Clearly I'm taking my time with this contour. I'm taking that Sephora brush, and like I said, I'm just making sure I blend it in so it's not harsh. It looks a little bit more natural. And I'm going to grab my Morphe M459 for baking, and I'm going to take the Laura Mercier translucent powder that I used in my last video as well. And I did the exact same thing. If you guys want a video actually showing like step by step what I do, I'm more than happy to provide that for you. just drop me a line, leave me like a comment below, and I will happily go through that process with you. So what I'm going to do is just line my contour on my cheeks and let it sit there for a little bit. I think I left it on for about 5 to 7 minutes just to let it bake, and then it'll give you a nice clean line. And then I'm going to grab my Morphe M310 fan brush, and I'm going to go in with Champagne Pop first, and I'm going to highlight the tops of my cheeks, my nose. I really like doing my nose, my forehead down towards the middle of my eyes, and then just above my lip as well. I just love the way this looks. I love Champagne Pop, so I was really impressed as well with Prosecco Pop. I'm just going to do the exact same process as I did with Champagne Pop with Prosecco Pop. I mix the two of them. I love the outcome. It's such a pretty color. It's just gorgeous. I love it. And then I'm going to grab the Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to highlight, using the same colors, I'm going to highlight my brows. And then from there, I'm going to grab the Morphe E3 brush to blend in the baking powder that I used earlier. I'm going to sweep that away and just blend it into my face, and it'll look nice and clean. And then you have like such a clean line, and then I'm going to use my hands and just blend it in. And like I said before, this isn't recommended. A lot of people say not to do this because your hands do carry a lot of bacteria, but I just enjoy using my hands, making sure that it's blended and making sure there's no hairs from my brushes on my face. So then I'm going to go in with MAC Creme de Nude Cream Sheen lipstick, and a lot of people do enjoy lining their lips. I just didn't feel like doing it today, and sometimes I will, but not for this look. And then I did a nice coat of the Creme de Nude, and then I'll go in over it with the Cream Sheen Lip Glass by MAC in the color Boy Babe, and let me tell you, I love Boy Babe. This is, I think, my third bottle. I love it. I've been using it for years. So there you go, guys. There's the look. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great Hey everybody, hi! Don't know what this is.